Welcome to Bricksville. My name is Eric, and we're going to be looking at set number 79002, Attack of the Wargs. This set was for the Hobbit movie, which is in the Lord of the Rings universe, and it was available from December 2012 to December 2013. So pretty short window there. It was originally $49.99. Now, if you want to pick it up, it's about $150 new and about $115 used. So we're going to see kind of what features it has so you can make a decision on whether it's worth picking it up for you today. So we're going to start off with, honestly, the thing that kind of the attraction to this entire set, which is the minifigs. So it comes with 5 minifigs and 2 wargs, which all 5 of the minifigs are exclusive to this set. Some of them have only minor differences, but they are exclusive to this set. Starting off, we have Byfor, which he has an excellent gray pattern in his beard, and I love that they did it where you have the black and the gray in the braids on the way down. And then he's got like a little cape, which is shorter than a typical minifig cape. Then you have Thorin, which kind of he's got his plate armor on. His hair kind of swoops out to the side, and he's got that angry face on. So both dwarves exclusive to the set. So if you want the whole dwarf collection, you're definitely gonna have to get this set. But then you have Yazned, which this is probably the one that's furthest from what you see in the movie, but also on a flat minifig head, I think this is about as close as you could get. With the actual character, he had like kind of like ditches in his face and just kind of like a deformed face, which, I mean, they've done a lot of printing on here to get that across, but how much can you really do when the minifig heads are all the same shape? Then you've got 2 different hunter orcs, which are different. The first one, it doesn't have the quiver on the back, and then the second one does. So not a whole lot of differences outside of that, but actually there's no differences outside of that, but they are considered different minifigs because of that reason. And then you've got the wargs, which these guys are incredible. The bodies are like pretty accurate. And then you've got the printing on the nose and the jaws, and it kind of gets that like evil snarl. There's like so many different ways that you can like pose these, and the fact that they fit with a normal Lego saddle means that you can really put any minifig in this. Like, it's not some specialty thing, or they didn't have them sitting on the top, which would really suck. They do include the extra bricks so that you can make it to where it's not a saddle and just a warg running around. And then here is a shot of all the accessories in here. These fire pieces, they just kind of get the whole like fire lightning effect down there. It's cool. I love this copper axe, where I just love this color, and like I wish they did it more. But then this spear is by far my favorite because you have a soft rubber tip, but it's a dual molded, so it's not just paint on there, it's actually a different plastic. So short break before we get back to the set. Today's video is actually brought to you by us. So we actually just launched our website, our new website, where you can actually buy items directly from us. And we've got some really exciting things that we put on there, and some more coming soon. So if you want to support the channel, definitely check it out. We'll have a link down below, but it's bricksvilleokc.com. But we're going to have brick arms, B3 customs, which is Lego, custom printed Lego, and bricker builds on there. And we've got a lot more stuff that we're kind of uploading as we go. But if you want to support the channel, definitely check that out, bricksvilleokc.com. There are 2 main builds for this set, but we're going to first start off with the tree. So the tree, it's a great shape. You've got the mushrooms at the bottom, and then each level kind of goes up and is actually on a pivot thing. So you can kind of change the shape of the tree a little bit, but I loved the overall technique. It also gives a lot of different places for your minifigs to perch, which in this scene, if you haven't seen the movie, which if you haven't, go watch it. But they kind of run up the tree. It's kind of they're backed into a corner. There's no way out. I won't say how it finishes, but they're up in this tree. So you have a lot of different places to put not just the dwarves that come in this set, but the other ones that come in the other set, so you can kind of make out this scene. And then you've got the fire in the tree, and then there's I'll kind of show how this works. You've got a push pin in the back, and then when you push this, you can fire out the fire, which I'll try to see if I can show it across here. So I'll push this one a little bit less than the other one, but it kind of falls out there. So nice nice little fire feature. And when they were kind of throwing that Lego, or in the movie, the magic fire. And then in the back, you have kind of a piece of gold in the tree and just some hollowed out areas. So you could stash either a minifig in there or some supplies, just kind of whatever you got. But the big thing to note with this one, and this is definitely a Lego era type issue, not necessarily this set. When I was building this, it was cracking and breaking a lot. Like, I probably shouldn't say that because I'm about to turn around and try to sell this thing, but it was I'd say about half of the pieces in this part of the set are cracked in some way. Like, it's structurally sound. None of them like shattered to the point where they're unusable, but building with this thing, it was like building with potato chips or Rice Krispies. It was real bad. Every single piece was just snap, snap, snap. So this is right in that terrible time for reddish browns in Lego where they would break a lot. Now, this is the first one that it was like this extreme. That's something to kind of keep in mind with this. But overall, the tree structure, the other good thing I will say is all of these pieces are pretty much, as far as I can tell, still in production, and you could get them from other eras. So, and actually, if you happen to get one, unless it's a discontinued piece, Lego will usually still honor replacing that. So, not the end of the world, but if you're going to be paying top dollar, it's something to remember. And the next part of the build is actually a cool little kind of rock cliff face, which in the movie, this is where they kind of go up and then end up getting rescued. But you have the overall structure here, which it was nice how they kind of used the pivot pieces to kind of get that shape. You also have a little launch thing, so you can kind of have them fight each other, which I'm going to have to get all these pieces I keep them throwing around. But then on the other side, you have what I like to call the sixth minifig in this set. It's just a little skeleton head. It's not a Easter egg in this set because it's not that hard to find, but it's a nice, I mean, they didn't have to do that, and it's a nice little cute thing. So as we kind of looked at this set, some of the biggest things that I noted was the fact that, and I don't want to say this on every single set that happens during the bad years with reddish brown and dark red, but this one in particular, when I was building with it, it was like building with Rice Krispie treats or Doritos. It was like snap, crackle, pop the entire time. So I don't know if it was just this specific set was just from a rough batch, or if it was every single one, but definitely watch out for that. Now, luckily, it didn't affect any of the figs. It didn't affect any like the really expensive pieces. Pieces that it happened to can be replaced, and I'm not sure yet whether we're going to replace them on these or sell it super cheap yet in the store, but we'll make it right either way. But definitely kind of go in expecting that, and if it doesn't happen, then great. With the figs, having 5 exclusive figs to the set is definitely a great thing. So if you're trying to build your Lord of the Rings fig collection, this is definitely going to be a good set for you. And then the overall tree design, I really liked. I mean, it's different, but for the scene, it was good. And even having like the little firing mechanisms and the hidden skeleton, I mean, just all these little features definitely make it a win in my book, but definitely watch out for those pieces. So that was our review today, and we're actually going to be continuing with this series, so keep an eye out, and thanks for stopping by.